Alright, good morning everyone. Let's actually make sure that the DDO sounds are turned up again. We ended last night with a pretty rousing conversation, and I ended up turning the sounds down so we could continue to have that conversation, and yeah, you need to turn them back up. Alright, good morning everyone. This is, October 1st, the first day of Brewtober. We're going to have a little bit of fun with that later on this morning, but I want to wake up a little bit more before I start it. So let's just hammer some things out here. Man, there's a lot of stuff I want to get in this falconry tree. I still want to get the coordinated strikes. I would like to get the no mercy. Both of these make them go helpless. An extra 30% damage would be pretty sweet. But I think I have to keep the eye on the prize for hit points and saving throws. So I think I kind of need to get back over here in the Sacred Defender and start working my way up this core a little bit. I would like to get one of these. It's like a metric ton of hit points, right? Yeah, you get 5 to your MMR, PRR. Constitution bonus. Why in medium or heavy armor or wearing a shield? Oh, I didn't realize it was or wearing a shield. That one's different for, Maybe this isn't going to work the way I thought it was going to work. Thought that 10% was all the time. There's still a lot of PRR and MMR. 10 here, plus we can grab, what, another... Another 5. This tree's a little bit different than the one that I'm used to, I think, with the fighter. It's okay. We'll figure it out. And then there's also more MMR around here somewhere. Hey, Skamori. So this is my my alt account, or my alt character currently on the hardcore server for doing traps and whatnot for people. Being able to go through and get to places that need to get got to. Think like the swim in what is it, Another Man's Trash or Another Man's Treasure? Yeah, Another Man's Treasure. And other certain places that people kind of struggle to get to the traps. So I'm trying to... This character is basically supposed to be 3 things. It's supposed to be reflex saves, self-healing, and hit points. The ability to kill monsters is fine. I appreciate that, mostly because I'm soloing right now. But that's the general idea. I want to get to like 10-ish. And kind of just get the maximum of whatever I can get in there. It's not really meant to be a solo, but I am soloing in the sense that I haven't been throwing up like LFMs. So it just happens to be soloing. I think I want to take this and this. Because you don't get the 10% hit points out of here like I thought, I feel like instead of investing in Sacred Defender, do we want to invest in the Ascendant Bond instead? We could grab... I think I'm making a staff rogue. Is that even good? My biggest problem with the staff rogues have been that staves are easy to break in a quest. So you almost always need to have a spare staff because you're going to beat the first staff to death. Wow, this is actually really strong for your first point. 3 MMR. Of course, this one's 5 MMR, but that's when you're in this fence, right? I don't know, man. 15. This is an easy, like, 25 MMR. Right now we're at 9. This would take us, like, every little bit helps a lot. I don't know, I think we're just going to go ahead and do this and this for right now. And then we'll come back when we look at things. Need to drive, need to do some Pokemon. Oh man, I've not Pokemoned in a long time. I just have not felt the Pokemon love lately. Have you been getting anything sweet? Pokemon. Alright, where do we want to go to get started on quests here? So I'd like to get the house P buffs unlocked, which means I need to finish Tangleroot, which is a tough quest to solo in certain places. That's probably where we need to be. What else is on the house P list? Here's Cage Trolls. Yeah, we should still be good for the first couple of things. I think we just hit a rough streak. That other quest. So let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. By the way, I noticed you started streaming pretty late last night. I would have thrown this. Well, Voodoo was also streaming. There's a reasonable chance I would have thrown it to you, Skamori, last night had you started streaming a little bit earlier. I did see you go live. I had already crawled in bed though, so I didn't join you, but I could have done. Yeah. Hopefully you had a good stream. All the buttons. So Google, I'm going to pull this up, I think. If I can find it. Gave me a reminder this morning from What a pain. 8 years ago. 8 would be 2011. Wow. Took so many pictures of a young baby Quinn. Alright, here we go. So, Google was reminding me that Quinn basically, this isn't her coming home. She came home in the spring, but this.
When do you want to be reminded?
I don't want you to remind me of anything, Google. Shut up. brought me these, reminded me about these pictures of Quinn here. Being all adorable. There's Jersey butt. There's Jersey and Quinn cuddling. I don't remember whose wedding that was. But yeah, I was just reminded how adorable she was. She was always chewing. Always chewing and sleeping. Now the only difference is she's got like 80% more hair. The rest of it's the same. Eating and chewing. Oh, what a little fatty. Anyway, alright. Let's get to work. But you had a great stream. That's good. I'm glad you had a great stream, my friend. I'm glad you had a really good stream. Chippendales. Oh man, so I'm looking forward to this, figuring out how I want to start this brew timber thing. Let's take another crack at this quest. We had to flee from this quest earlier today, or not today, but earlier when we did it. It just, I think we overpulled what essentially is the infight. Feel free to go into attack mode there, guy. Also, feel free to heal me early and often. Okay. Good man. Need to remember to hit the new bird strikes everybody in a circle thing more often. Hey, like I didn't land anything. You've been leveling your RD solo. It's level 12 now. Nice, congrats. Yeah, Beef was saying that he has rolled up his melee RD. I think he said he was like level 11 or 12 or something, and has really been enjoying it as well. It's like 2 levels of barbarian and the rest is RD. Yeah, Pure Arty's also really solid. The reason he did the Barbarian stuff was for the temporary hit points, capabilities, and the... Uh-oh, that's not good. Apparently I need to work on my will saves. And, so the temporary hit points and the weapon proficiencies. And rage. Yeah, I don't know how much he's raging to be fair. Did I not pick it up? I didn't pick it up. I'm so bad. I don't know how much he's getting out of raging. I said he's only 2 levels. But you pick up some speed, I think. So you get the blood tribute. You get a lot of perks out of the 2 levels of Arty there. Or sorry, 2 levels of Barbarian. It's actually a build that I was also considering. Wow, another will save failure. Is my will save bad? No, it's my best save. Weird, awkward. Doing a single weapon fighting using dwarven axes. Yeah, I'm not sure what his weapon choice happens to be. I know. I search through the door. You open the door. Alright, so yesterday when I was doing this quest, I rolled a 1 on this trap like every time. Blew it up. We were also plus 17. That was before we had our plus 8 goggles on, or gloves on, like all the time. Make sure this has got a fresh click. Yeah, Bastard Swords would have been reasonable as well. Tobrel was doing a Bastard Sword build, and he found out that something didn't work the way it was working. Like they had... something just changed somewhere on him. And he became displeased with it and... put it aside. Yeah, it was part of the... some part of the two-handed fighting stuff stopped working with it. I'm not sure if it was a bug or if it just never was supposed to work that way. Oh shoot, yeah, we don't want to be fighting that guy yet. Come on, get that stuff blinded. Okay, good, I got a heal. Okay, I got a Vorpal. Oh, we can't do that yet. Let's throw another heal. Whew. I was not as close as it felt, but it felt close. I don't really remember the details. Something that he was able to use two-weapon fighting to like do extra damage somewhere. Something that was supposed to trigger if you had a two-handed weapon and it was working, and then he did a TR and it stopped working. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. You have to ask me when Tobrel's around. I'm sure he'll be happy to talk to you about it. Alright, I don't want to disable that trap yet. I want to go ahead and use this one. To hurt as many of these things as possible. Jeez. These guys are some dips today. Alright, here's the actual real dangers. All these dogs that come up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is where I got in trouble last time. Very similarly. Alright, we're going to move away. This time, though, we're not going to let our hireling just get smote. Woo! Come on. We'll do our best. Come on. Like, he's constantly running back. We used all of our land hands. Come on, guy. We're gonna sprint boost away. Get back towards the beginning or someplace else that I can jump up on some boxes for a minute. 'Cause we basically fired off all of our stuff. Then we're gonna turn around and bird. Are we ready for this? Yeah, two of them are blind. Alright, now's our shot. Come on, I need a heal. I need it now. Thank you. I guess we're moving again. I'm a lot braver when I have some lay on hands left. When I'm out of lay on hands, I'm more concerned. Yeah, I don't know what it is about that fight all of a sudden that's just like wrecking me. Done that fight literally hundreds of times. And for whatever reason, on this build, that fight has cost me an awful lot of scared poop in my pants. Alright, I'm going to shrine for sure. Even though there's probably not any more danger between me and completing the quest. But I'm 100% going to shrine, just in case. I don't want to get in a situation where something weird shows up and I can't lay on hands anymore. It's like our NPC is pretty close to ready to do the same. Crazy. Oh, I never moved into the live stream chat over here. For the people who want to jump in. We'll see if Forehand decides to... Oh, there's a couple of wards still. That makes me feel a lot better. Oh, it's a Skyborn one even. Ah, but he got Stunning Fisted. Nice. It's probably that stupid warrior that caused 80% of those problems. I don't know if these will just ignore us if we... No, he's gone after him. Alright. Oh, there's more danger. Not bad. Take that. Let's get topped off though, too. Yoink. Just leads me to believe, I'm going to go ahead and try to get this trap. Leads me to believe that last time we would have probably lived, or we probably wouldn't have had to run away, had we not lost our hireling. Oh man, excuse me.
The hobgoblins here do not seem hostile. In fact, their chief battle.
Hey, good morning, Wood. You're watching Stream Tom in Mordor? Yeah, you having fun? I saw he was streaming, but I didn't look over to see what he was playing this morning. I had a late start. Well, I didn't have a late start, but I got out of bed late. I wasn't ready for my alarm to go off at 10 this morning, so I set it to go off at 10:30. Which, an extra half an hour is a big deal some mornings. He's doing Lotro to get ready for the next X-Pack. That's cool. Yeah, didn't they just like drop news on it or something? Or start pre-selling it? I feel like I just remember some sort of news like last week about it. The X-Pack. I know, I don't know enough about Lotro to really shake a book at. Scary Doge. Scary Doge down. Oh Lord. I want him to die, but I also would rather me not die, so... Oh, I got him. Nice. We'll be okay. We got the scary guy. Looked like Stunning Fisted. Our Stunning Fist DC looks like it's in a good spot. Does it tell me what it is? 24. That does not seem that great. Get him, bird. Alright, once again, if you unlock the... No, yeah, you unlock the door, tell your hireling to open it. While the door is getting opened, you can search the trap. It's about the most time-efficient way I can make that interaction occur. It's a pretty low danger chest right there.
The stench of the spider tunnels is stronger than before.
Oh shoot.
Whoever dwells here now
Might be a little more than I want to take on all at once, but we'll see. If we can keep this demon soul dog at bay while we kind of deal with a lot of these guys, we should be alright. We just need to not get tripped while we're kind of dealing with a bunch of this shenanigans. Alright, that worked out okay. We did lay on hands once. I feel like we're gonna have to clear that, so we might as well. Hey, why didn't you go clear that mess down there? Like you were kind of told. And I feel like we're just warplaying like crazy today. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining.
the bilious stench is stronger down this tunnel. You hear a ponderous bulk shifting in the caves beyond.
I'm not complaining.
The spider in this cave is huge and terrible, surrounded by gleaming egg sacs. Behold, Superdome and her clutch.
Alright. Keeping a solid eye on our hit points. Okay, the NPC has taken the aggro. I'm gonna throw out one of these. I'm gonna duck around this corner and try to get out of here. Oh, you go fight it. Ah, nice. Because if I escape, you escape, little guy.
Did not seem hostile. In fact, their chief beckons you closer.
You know what? Let's go ahead and, like, there's no reason to bank levels. Let's go ahead and take 7. Get her done. Get her done. We're not ready to jump down there. Alright. This should be our last paladin level. I think. Well, let's rethink this for a second. Do we need to take a 3rd paladin level now? Because this only works now if you have a shield. Medium or heavy armor or wearing a shield. So realistically, I don't think we need that anymore, right? Let's look at the wiki. Paladin and paladin enhancements. I understand. Doesn't the Stalwart Defender... I don't think it's got that you have to have a shield requirement on it. It does. Huh, weird. Alright, so what's the big perk for 3 levels of Paladin? Divine Health, Fear Immunity. Oh, well, maybe that's actually solid for us. First level Paladin spell. What does a first level Paladin spell look like? Anything amazing? Cure Light Wounds. Lesser Restoration. Divine Favor. What would a 4th level... What would monk... Classes, please. Classes. Monk. If we were to start getting back on the key, or back on the monk stuff. Sorry. I don't know why, but something like it feels like there's something rattling around in here. Probably my brain. It's not where it's supposed. Not locked down like it should be, and it's rolling around. Oh no. Okay. Yeah, I don't think there's a reason to take this third level of Paladin right now. We've got most of what we're looking for. Yeah, it would be great to have a healing spell at some point, but I'm not that worried about it right now. And fear immunity would be great, unless the divine. Yeah, no. So yeah, the divine grace is the big one. Capped at 2 plus 3 times your paladin level. But that's totally fine. Alright, well, let's not take this paladin level. Let's go take this monk level instead. Alright, let's keep our concentration up. Although I think we have to do our spot first. Disable. Search. We're probably at that point where we need to take our rogue level just to play catch up with enhancements. Or, skills. We've let a couple things wander. We might have some good level 7 stuff too in the bank. Boink. Alright, excuse me for that. This one big sneeze and cough machine today. Alright, what do we have at level 7 that could be awesome? I actually do need a charisma item. Do we have a charisma item? We must. What's our dodge look like? 6? Here's a charisma 3. I'm not seeing any dodge. So it's possible we want to dodge in here. We probably need to look for a constitution outfit. Probably all of our gear needs to be changed at this level. To be completely realistic. That's level 8. Level 8, those will be quite good. There we go. There's a big upgrade, right? What do we got here? Wisdom 3, Intelligence 2. Yeah, alright, so that's a good upgrade. We'll put these up. That we'll put over here. That one's really solid. This one probably can just be deconstructed. Alright, so now we have some goggles. Here's a hardy ring. Put down there as a maybe. That's recycling stuff we have not been. Ooh, I like this too. Hey, Bachelor, how's it going, bud? Some Prudent of Deadly. That might be even better. We do Prudence of Deadly, and we do Intelligence of Stunning. Put that back. And we still have a Constitution of Radiance here. Do we have another Constitution? We do. This one's 62. This one's 65. Why do I keep finding all these Radiance of Constitution rings? Seems odd. Here's a Hardy necklace. What's this necklace? Also a Hardy necklace. Probably better. Like, we actually do use combustion stuff over here as opposed to Radiance. So what are you up to this morning, Batch? Oh, but we have a false life. Oh, there's a big old ring of false life. It's probably better than... Yeah, it's probably better than that charisma. And then our belt is free. That's just like that old junk belt. Lunch break at work, and you've had a lot of meetings today? Well, I'm glad that you decided to join us over here. Ah! Something's in my head, eating my brain. Would not mind a little bit more strength in here somewhere. Doesn't look like we're gonna get it though. There's a bigger charisma ring. Alright, let's go ahead and withdraw this money. And let's go look at the various shops for a belt and maybe an upgraded cloak. Really could use like a big charisma cloak. Oh, also we need to look at new armor. Combat Mastery Lightning Guard is fine, but not exactly what we're really after here. Yeah, that's not what we're... I guess we could look for a better ring too. We just look. Not necessarily buy anything. Because there's nothing here. Wow. This is the first time in a long time this has not had a bunch of stuff. Ooh, a Deathblock belt of False Life 8. Do you like the idea of a Deathblock? Kind of hoping to find something a little bit better, but if we don't find anything else, we might come back and get that. 8 and 14 is what, 6 hit points? 6 hit points worth. Making sure, because if I have a belt on with False Life, I'm not gonna wear this. I'm just gonna wear one or the other. No, not Shard Exchange. I'm not playing in that. I'm not playing in that pool. All right, clothing, level 6 to 7. Let's see what we have. Organized by buyouts. Oh, it looks like Shoe might actually be around. That doesn't seem terrible. That doesn't seem terrible, but we have a 4 Constitution on now. This seems okay. Negative energy for this character is a problem. I don't think we're going to change our boots for right now. Cold absorption's not a problem. That's interesting. Not quite what we're... If that was like fire of electric absorption, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. Just wear it all the time. This is very good. Now, does this combat mastery stack with this stunning? I don't think so. Fire absorption 14%, that's pretty good. Might come back and grab that. We're not really shattering. If that was the plus to trips, we'd grab it. Although this is... the combat mastery is plus to trips. Ooh, I like this. Yeah, we might grab that. That's like probable. It's on page 3. Is there a stat that we're still missing? Not really, right? Oh, we need a charisma cloak or something. Block a stunning 4. Again, we already have a stunning item up here, but I do like having death block snuck into my gear list somewhere. Might have to blow my nose again. Oh, perfect. This is everything we were looking for, I think. That's why you keep looking. Death block of False Life 13. So it's 1 hit point less than this ring that I would like to keep. It is a lot of plat, but that's fine. Alright, so we have a belt. So now we really need to find a... Was it alluring cloak or something? Maybe it's not what it's called. Not lucid. Not sturdy. What is the... What's the charisma based thing for... I'm pretty sure it was alluring. Let's look under rings real fast. Yeah, alluring. It's alluring. 3. So we have that 3 ring already. Looks like that's the best we're gonna get. I was kind of hoping to find a 4. A way of a cloak or something. Alright, Batch, you have a great day, buddy. Sorry you're stuck in meetings all day, but hopefully you'll have a good time anyway. Man, that was a That was a good nose rubbing right there. Unfortunately, that's not something we're really interested in. Devoted of good guard, not super high. Again, I'd like a nice big fat charisma item. You know, I don't think it's this level. I think it's level 8. But I've got a couple robes of fire from the desert. Maybe that would work. Oh, fortification stuff. I had no fortification on. Again, level... Maybe we just grab some fort. This is a big hardy outfit. And then what's our... I mean, free up our necklace slot if we decide to put that there. Yeah, I think I'm just going to grab a big... Whatever the biggest reinforced is that I can afford. So it's this one with the Sonic Guard. Alright. That's cheap. Alright, so we got a belt and this. I'd still like to find some sort of charisma thing, but I just don't think we're going to get one. So we're going to switch that ring back around, right? Yeah, I think so. So this other ring. Can we find some sort of... Oh wait, no. That was a charisma. So what's the various allurings here? Poison resist, 11, swimming, magnetism. Yeah, I was kind of hoping that we could find an alluring ring at like fire resistance. That would be really strong for us. Okay, well. The other big thing is we're going to have to find some sort of... Oh, saffron. Saffron has perched. We're going to have to find some sort of cosmetic to wear because this outfit's going to look ridiculous. And I'm not down with this ridiculous look. Well, I guess it's not as bad as I was thinking it was. I still don't like it. I much prefer the look of this outfit, but I don't want to burn a cosmetic or anything like that. So let's see what we have laying around. Let's see what we have laying around. We haven't cracked the ultimate fan bundle. I'm not really a fan of that one either. Alright, yeah, let's... What if we took this back off? We just put on this little capelet. No, even worse. Alright, get out of here. That doesn't matter. This doesn't matter. These guys are worthless for right now. Alright, let's open this one. I actually like this outfit a lot. I don't think it's what I want to be wearing on this character though. But I don't like that either. Yeah, I don't know. We may be wasting money on a thing. So all this seems real bad. So ugly. Alright, we're just going to try to live with it for a little while. Alright, let's deposit. pretty much everything we have. Let's get back to work. Let's get back to work like we have all summer. Oh, wait, no. That just needs sold. That needs to stick on the bank. Dang it. I hate when you miss something like that. Unfortunately, we can't get rid of these hand wraps yet either. Need them for ooze fighting. Everybody was ooze fighting. Accidentally blow that up. This needs to just be sold. It looked good. It worked well. It needs to be sold. Alright. We're 7 now. Is there any 3s that we care about? Like for end rewards? I don't really think so. Flower's an option. I do like flower. Yeah, I think we're going to take flower. I do apologize for any annoying nose sounds. I need to just blow it again. Pardon me. Maximum gross. Maximum gross. Alright. Where were we? Oh yeah, we still have... I forgot that charisma ring again. We can't leave that without that charisma ring. Without it, our lay on hand does nothing. So we do need our lay on hand... or charisma ring. Oh, lay on hands. Is it times your paladin level? Is that a good reason to be taking... a reason to be taking more paladin or 10 plus paladin level times charisma modifier. So yeah, it is. See, that's 11. So we'll put this back on. For all of our glaciation magics. All of our glaciation magics. Nope. Nope, I didn't die while you were away. We took level 7 and we upgraded our outfit. I'm looking to see what else we want to do at level 3, or if I just want to keep working my way through the house P stuff. We get a backpack slot here. How close are we on the house P? We're still quite a ways. Yeah, we probably just have to keep working on our house P favor. As currently the important stuff. Yeah, the reason why we're doing House P is for the buffs. Because my guild airship is not high enough level to have like resistances and stuff, and I could bum invitations to the open guild for buffs, and it probably would not be the worst idea for. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do that real quick. Wait till I'm at the airship portal and then ask. Bum some quick buffs. Assuming we'll get an invitation here very quickly and then an invite. Alright. Mulmi Pep Pot. Oh my god. I'll never get this name. That's pretty crazy. But special thanks to Mul here. Mule Me Pozzo. Mule Me Pozzo. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate you taking the time. It's a big help. For sure. All right. Yeah, it's a big deal. So now we should have no problem finishing the House P favor. Again, we're going to continue to do that just in case we can't get an invitation for some reason. Nope, I didn't die. I just changed outfits. I took off my level 3 outfit? Level 4 outfit. Level 2 outfit. I took off my level 2 outfit and put on a level 7 outfit. Felt like it was value. He did die. You saw it. No, I died a couple of days ago. It's the last time I died. Step in here and blow my nose some more. The eternal struggle is real. There we go. It's a little bit better. I did. I almost died again in this quest. Not in the exact same spot. This time I had a slightly different hireling with me, and he was able to help make the big difference. But you know me, I just keep banging my head against the wall, expecting different results. You can go in attack mode, girl. I think I also got a really bad pull last night. We had like 2 champ trippers or something. So now we just have the last run through here. We didn't have any champ. No, we did have a champ, like a lightning dog. Infernal Pact. That looks like a whole lot of nope. A whole lot of nope. Nope, 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 nope. Be on fire, your testicles burn. Ah. She's healing her spider. Flower, you're too generous. You're too generous. Should go to the chiropractor this morning. I need a different outfit. I don't like how this one looks. Looks dumb. Get to work. So I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this question is a no, but I thought I would double check. Stunning and like a warrior's combat mastery, they're the same bonus type, right? They're both enchantment bonus. Yeah, answer my own question. Alright. I almost got a warrior outfit but then we would have not had this fortification 67 or whatever it is. Some relatively large number for pre-level. Yeah, it's not what I want, though, to be honest. But I don't like how it looks dumb. Look, it's better to look good than be effective, beef. Look how awesome this outfit was. Look how awesome. It does everything you want it to do. It looks good. It's got an interesting design. It is attractive. This thing doesn't do that. It makes your hips look big. It's got a bad sash. Makes me feel like I'm in a Miss America contest. Like, no. I'm even wearing a crown, for God's sakes. What'd you lie about? Oh, about my dying? Yeah, I didn't die. Wasn't me. How long does this last? 1 minute? What a waste. Alright. Get wrecked. Good job, bird. Well, best be ready. And this warg is like, as usual, the toughest of minions. Man, sometimes Vorpal is very good. Like, when it's good, it is very good. That's a lot of nope. Bird.
The last of Yarkacha's Avengers lies dead. An arrow is drawn in the dust on the floor. It is completely obscured. Points to the side passage.
Bird. Do your bird magic. Use your wing magic and kill all these guys, bird. Good job, bird. You're the best. The chat log on the iPad is real bad. 45 seconds. Wow, 45 seconds. That's a long time.
Splinter Skull's inner stronghold. The door remains locked. Apart, your party has reached the inner stronghold. Ahead lies a sturdy, fortified door. From the other side, you hear moving water. This must be the way to the inner stronghold.
Cast your summon monster. Just cast it. Just cast it. Just cast it. Oh, it's premature. I forget they like seemed like they've changed it now to an AoE around you. I'm gonna blow my nose again, unfortunately. Alright, duck around this corner. Oh no, the worst has happened. Our Kleenex box is empty. Which means if I have to blow my nose again, we'll have to go grab a new box of Kleenexes. Which I'm not 100% sure we even have.
You must find a way to activate the lever on the far side of the chasm.
10 arrows now. Watch out. I'm gonna jump over here. I want to get close enough to this guy that I can. Apparently, Vorpal him in one shot. Excellent. All about that. Yeah, when Vorpal is good, it's real good. Jeez. Where are you? Why are you not here, being a helper? Where's your spider at? I killed 11 dudes.
The hobgoblin here glances around furtively, then beckons you closer.
Oh, jeez. Nose, you gotta stop now. We're up to 2 lay on hands. Yes. And we did get the ninja bonus. Excellent.
The hobgoblins here do not seem hostile. In fact, their chief beckons.
Alright, I'm gonna have to go grab a box of Kleenex. I'm sorry. We'll be right back. Here's my hero sheet. Alright, I'm back. Okay, apologies. We're back, we're paying attention. Whew. That didn't happen to be a favor, did it? No.
The hobgoblins here do not seem hostile. In fact, their chief beckons you.
I'm curious about something here.
You have not
Bird did a reasonable job.
the shouts of hobgoblins echo from within.
Oh man. I do not like when my nose runs and my eyes are watery. It does show me I'm alive, which is great. but it shows me I'm alive and things run out of your face land. Which is not my favorite of places. Beat this spider into submission. Respect my authority. Respect it. The best, in my opinion, why Death from Above is awesome is probably the Thrill of the Hunt. Thrill of the Hunt is one of the ones that I even like putting extra points in, so it does more. Uh-oh. Flower's in trouble. Flower, give me some loving. I loved on you. You can love on me back. Love on me back. That's how that works. I respect your bodily autonomy. You help me out. Get a stun in there. Blind to back row. Whoop. What? We were 28 before. I'm still using the same tool. Alright, well that was 30. I don't know why the open lock seems to be so bad. Well, I do know why, because I haven't been putting points in it. But that shouldn't matter. Should be better. Put points in it.
Not all of Whisperdoom's offspring are destroyed after all. Silcash must have been breeding these freaks with its magic. Destroy them.
Aren't you in attack mode? How do we get attack mode? Oh yeah, Pansy is great. It's no heal. Don't think it's heal, but it's pretty great. Bird? I need a name for the bird, you guys. Thinking dog. But I also like it when you name things just regular human names. Like Phil. Phil my bird.
Alana, your party has reached the inner stronghold. You hear hobgoblin voices beyond the stronghold door. The guards must be ready for you.
Oh no. Robert? Alberto. Frank. Alfred. I named my bird Alfred after my grandfather. My grandfather's name is Alfred. It's kind of like a bird. He's always there. Well, was always there. Roy, my other grandfather who passed. Name him Roy. I feel like that's probably a solid bird name, right? Raul. Raul? Yeah, Raul. That's how you say that name. Also, good morning, Teg. It's like Paul with an R, right? Raul. Don't get technical with me with the time of day. Having a lunch break though? Excellent. Raul. I'll name him Roz. And then if I decide to become an undead character, I can name him Ghoul. Roz Ghoul. Gobnoblin. Hi, why don't you go attack that goblin? Oh, I guess you have a dog on you. It's not good. Don't you die on me. Don't you die on me, even on accident, you hear me? We don't have a lot of area to run away to. Alright, everything clear. I'm just going to look it up. So we're going to jump over to Grimm's Puzzle Solver, DDO Puzzles. Tangle Root, yeah, Ghost. Go attack. Oh, I didn't mean that one. Hit the 8 button, dang it. See them trying to knock me out of stance?
Radiates magic and danger. Perhaps the hieroglyphs around it hint at a way through.
Morning to you too, Peter. green is I. They're doing a real good job of making me cast Panacea on myself with the thing. It's pretty impressive.
A deep, sonorous voice echoes deep within this chamber. You have found the vein of Zulkash, the Bloodletter. Atop the dais stands the Splinter Skull totem, shining like a fire's Eternian. Must be destroyed.
Get out of here. The bird magic is not that great today on the undeads. Alright. Let's finish out. Alright, well while we're finishing out here, I wanna share with you guys a little something. This was a Facebook, or not a Facebook, a Google reminder of Quinn being adorable. Oh, there's a Kaya in Jersey. A poor little Wawa. My poor little Wawa. Just having fun, just playing. Just playing with that big old wiener dog. Quinn just chewing on all the things as a little baby. This is 8 years ago. Oh, look there. That is the case that my wife, I think, is currently using in her office. Anyway. I just, I don't know. I've been looking at it on again, off again throughout the day. She was such a cute little puppy. She's still adorable, but
The hobgoblins here do not seem hostile.
she was adorables.
Beckons you closer.
She was adorables. You have found the mouth of Splinter Skull. Flower, please summon your spider. If I had no fear of death, which of course I do, but if I had no fear of death, I would show you guys how to run this for the devious bonus. But I have fear of death, so we're not going to do that today. For those of you who do not know, I guess this quest doesn't get run all that much anymore. Really, I still run it pretty consistently because I enjoy it, but I guess it's one of the quests, because you can't do it on Reaper, people just tend to skip it now. This used to be the big XP gold mine from like 4 to 5. Here comes the boss. Wonder what's up. Think I'm going to make some bacon today after today's stream. Could have made it last night, but it's feeling lazy. Instead, the wife just brought me something to eat on the way home. That's not bad. Alright, I start searching. You unlock the door. Passed on a 4, failed on a 1, but it didn't blow up, so that's good. Means this DC is somewhere around, between obviously 30 and 35. No, it's less than 35 because the 34 passed. So, I know this isn't true, but certain cosmetics feel slower to me than others. Let's just zerg out of here. I think we can zerg through here. Yoink. I feel like this is one of those cosmetics that just, for whatever reason, as you just run down the hallway normally, it feels slower than it is. I know, I'm crazy. It's not a thing, but never said I wasn't any of those words. Flower, I need a Panacea, girl. That's the wrong button. Shoot. That's crazy. The placebo effect is strong with you. No, it's not that the robe is bad. It just feels, I feel slower. I feel slower. It's just like when you're on a smaller character, you feel faster than when you're on a bigger character. So the bigger and bulkier the outfit looks, the bulkier your character looks, the more it feels like you're slower. And that it's just a matter of feeling. You know, it's not accurate. It just feels that way, like graphically, because you know that your big character, like your big half-orc triple completionist guy, is just as fast as your first life like gnome, but your gnome feels faster.
This door is locked and unbarred. With the right key, it should open.
Leaving everyone in
An ogre glowers at you, nostrils flare with rage.
Leaving every light in the house on now, right?
What are you talking about?
Bathroom light.
Oh,
Every light in the house.
every light in the house, the one bathroom light. Okay.
You warned me the other day because the kitchen light was on. Every room in the house.
I don't know what you're talking about, but okay. Well, if you'd stop leaving every light in the house on,
You would stop.
then I would
Alright.
stop. Love you.
Love you too. It's probably not happening then. Lights on.
Oh no! Alright, Flower Darling, heal up. Resummon your spider. $151, phew, nice. Good job. You'll be there in no time now. I saw eyes.
Thunderous howl splits the air. You look down the Warmaster crew. He is no hot devil.
Actual danger is right here.
As crew falls, something small and metal clatters to the ground. A key.
I don't like how I lay on hands myself so many times, but fortunately there's a shrine right here, so we are in good shape. Wait for everything to disable. Try to trick me, Trap. I saw you. You monster. Go ahead and shrine up. Shrine it on up. Oh my goodness. I joined Facebook 9 years ago. That seems like forever.
Flames leap high from braziers in this grand chamber. You have found the heart of Splinter Skull, Chief Yarkage's throne.
Let me get that initial aggro, girl.
Hate drains from Yarkage's eyes as he staggers to the ground. The chieftain of Splinter Skull is slain.
Alright. Let's get a quick top off here, and then I'll go get this trap, and then we'll disable the other one over there. Or get this chest, and we'll disable the one over there.
The passage behind the secret door is still and silent. You have found one of Yarkish's hidden treasures.
Hi. You just could have kept hiding, buddy. You would have lived. You would have lived.
The secret door rumbles open, revealing a room behind it. This must be one of Yarkish's hidden treasures.
Harkening Helm of Stunning 3. What a shock.
The hobgoblins here do not seem hostile. In fact, their chief beckons you closely.
Fanged wraps are an option, not what I'm looking for. Splinter Skull Ring is great. Would not mind having one on the server. This is interesting. I think I'm going to go ahead and take this Splinter Skull Ring, because it is such a good and powerful item to have on you. We'll go grab this other flower over here, and then we'll recall. So we have a Birds of Prey trailer out today, and people are like loving Ian McGregor. Excellent. I'm ranked for Drow. That was the other one that came. Alright, perfect. Perfection. Alright, what else do we want to take the time and energy to invest in here? I guess next on our list would probably be jumping over to not Storm the Beaches. Stone Runs Red. Three Bell Cove. Jumping out of the Three Bell Cove. Yeah. Let's get a resist fire going here. Magar. Sorry for your loss. watch that trailer later. Actually more excited for Birds of Prey than a lot of them, although I am really excited for the Joker film this weekend. I have high hopes for it. Suppose we should pick up the quests. I don't think that's one of the quests that we actually do with this Scoundrel Run. We've been doing it on this server for the favor, but I don't want to do it any more times than I have to. So this is usually good for a little more than a level. It's like a level and change on a TR, so I'm not sure how much we're gonna squeeze out of it this go around. This all waits on level 12, right? Yeah, so we're not gonna be able to get to this top tier. This is basically our cap. This, on the other hand, we can start working our way up to. What is our wisdom is currently even. I don't hate the idea of will saves, for sure. He'll listen and spot. So I guess we're going to take the will saves for now. I feel like will saves are quality, like, compared to some of the rest of this stuff. Run so slow. Alright, speed up a little. Boop. One of the things that I like to do in my spare time, when I take the time to make spare time, is to run around explore zones. So being back able to run around through this seems good. I should go back to playing Halloween music. I'll probably do a... Ooh, excellent. I'll probably end up doing some sort of... music stream again pretty soon, but it's going to be a little while. I know, weren't you one of the people that was constantly on me about doing music? I know. I got tired of getting like 10,000 emails from Warner Brothers for playing 50s music, and then they eventually email me back saying, "Oh, never mind." I just got tired of it. And it seems like Warner Brothers is the only group that actually harasses people. So, yeah. So much so that the streaming to YouTube, or not YouTube, streaming to Facebook just like sat and spun forever. Need to check and see if it's turned back on.
The valve triggers a rush of water through the pipes, followed by the sound of a door opening.
Also, I'm not a big Halloween guy. So my family was relatively poor growing up. I shouldn't say that. It's that we were basically 1 1/4 income. My stepmother basically made enough money to fuel her drug habit. That she did a really good job of like hiding from everybody, or at least the kids.
A strong current pushes against you.
I don't know what my father knew when he knew it, but so she didn't really she brought just enough into the household that he knew that she was generating money, but he didn't really know how much, I don't think. So we're basically a 1 income household, and we had myself and my 4 sisters and my father and my stepmother. So we had 7 people living off of my father's income. So we grew up, again, poor is not the right answer, but definitely lower class. Just because the money had to be stretched way further. Where if it was just, like my father and my sister, my half sister, it would have been a different story. Just because we were splitting that money in additional 4 ways, basically. So Halloween was not something that we really did. Also, it was almost always cold in Kansas.
You hear doors close ahead and behind
So, like,
you. You feel that you are trapped.
costumes would typically get covered up by heavy coats anyway. So, it would turn into, like, just put on your, like, my stepmother would dress us all, like, as clowns. Or not dress us, but, like, put clown makeup on us. And, of course, we just put our coats on anyway. So, we would go out and we would trick-or-treat. But it was the same thing, like, every year. And it was always basically just face makeup and your coats. So, I just never... Like, I never cared about Halloween. Now, on the flip side, my niece loves Halloween. It's like her favorite holiday. And she wishes it was Halloween all year round, but I'm just not that guy. I like Christmas music. I'm not a big Christmas guy, but I love Christmas music. But as holidays go, I'm more of a... Oh no. A St. Patty's, 4th of July kind of guy. Those are my favorite holidays. Have some drinks, blow some S up. I'm just gonna dump my land hands on this guy. I'm already tired of his shite. I might be dumping my land hands on me, I don't know yet. Go away. Dang. We hit him with all of those.
First mate has been returned to the depths.
My favorite holiday is the one where I don't have to go anywhere. So my my legitimate favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. I know, right? The fatty likes the food holiday. But I like making the turkey. And so the way that my family now does Thanksgiving is we do go to my sister-in-law's, which I'm not a huge fan of. But I like, because it's a long drive for me. But I like the just sitting around talking with these, these family members that some of them I know okay and some of them I barely know, because it's a lot of her new husband's family comes, so I know some of them somewhat, but not all that much. But we sit around and we play board games, and all of my jokes are new. And I'm hysterical because they don't know any of my jokes, but then my wife's like, that joke again? It's like, well, these people don't know that joke. And then we can play various board games and stuff, and they can be in awe of my majesty of board games. But that one, that's literally my favorite holiday, probably, is Thanksgiving. But I like making the turkey, so pretty much any excuse to make a turkey, I make a turkey.
A frigid cold cuts through your body as you see a frozen river below. The source of the cold air is coming from this room. The fire jets melt the ice, allowing you to continue.
There's not Thanksgiving music. I can't start playing Thanksgiving music, right? There's probably a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving special I could play some music to, but other than that, I can't think of a. And there's definitely Thanksgiving songs, but I can't think of any. It's not like the Christmas songs or even the Halloween songs. Weird Al, Eat It. I suppose that's true. Oh, come on. Don't make me fall down and climb back up again. Thanksgiving song by Mary Chaplin Carpenter. Alice's Restaurant. I Want to Thank You. The Thanksgiving song. I guess there's some. I guess there's a few. Most of them are old, which is fine. That doesn't bother me. I'm an old person. I can listen to old people music. Looks like there's a couple of newer ones. Alice's Restaurant's a great song. Not sure if I'm familiar with that song. That's right, scratch out their bony eye sockets. Bird magic. Or is it feather magic? It could be feather magic, I guess.
Levers appear on opposite sides of the room, adorned with bullseyes. As the lever flips back, the floor opens. The door before you opens as if you were expected.
As if.
The supposed urban legend speaks to you.
It's about time someone found me. I have long waited for this moment. I am sorry you have a lot to feel, but
The legend of Two-Toed Tobias was not just an urban myth, although it is doubtful.
It's more of an anti-draft song, though. Ooh. Ooh. That's really strong. That's really strong. Yeah, again, I don't know if I'd know it. I'll have to look at it later. Up to level 13? Wow, look at you go, Bubba.
The Weeping Cove is rumored to be a resting place of Two-Toed Tobias, an ancient three-barrel legend.
Definitely making some progress. Let's go ahead and close this tab. Let's check out, see if we can get this rune arm to spawn for us. We wants it, so we has it. And bird, go. Bird magic. Boo. Treasure divided evenly. This isn't a divided evenly ocracy. This is a Samocracy. All the treasure is for me. Nim apparently is almost ready for his 5K. We were super close.
Stone building that stands curiously alone in the center.
We were super close. Alright, we were not super close. We were closer than not.
The trial will
Alright, I'm gonna use the restroom super fast. I'll be right back.
be step you take.
Speaking of Nim, at some point here this afternoon, we'll probably wrap up with it, actually. I want to do the day 1 of Brewtober. I should record this music at some point. It's actually not terrible. It's just way too loud. It's like 3 times louder than the rest of the quests. I'm gonna check out the audio levels here in a second. I feel like I have to yell over the top of it. So I'm gonna turn it down just a little. There we go. We'll turn the sounds down like 50%. Then I don't have to yell over the top of it anymore. I can still yell over it if I want to, but I don't have to. See, it's a difference. It's options. Never remove anybody's options. Speaking of options, that reminds me. I was thinking about this while I was peeing. Monk Feast. Slow Fall. Okay. So I'm not exactly sure what how much less gravity is going to affect me, but it's a small percentage, right? Did I... Oh, she's on attack mode still. This is probably fine, though. Do my absolute best not to do a thing. Did this without Featherfall and a jump of 3. That's pretty good. Oh, I just wanted to make sure that I had my slow fall turned on. I'm not worried about it. I definitely got it figured out on how to achieve victory in this quest without Featherfall now. It certainly makes it easier, but it's not necessary. Although I don't do the little fall off the ladder thing that Beef does. I turn around and jump off when I want. Beef's technique is also strong, but not for me. It's not for me. This would be a seriously scary, like, workout. Like, can you do the ladder jump? Ah! So, I do this to make life a little easier for myself. Basically jump from the one ladder to the last ladder just to be on the safe side one more time. But not everyone does that. Boop. Imagine trying to climb that ladder to the top of a wind turbine. Yeah, that seems like it's gotta suck. Thing is, I like that kind of exercise. I enjoy climbing and stuff like that a lot more than I do other stuff, which means I probably need to lose a bunch of weight and get on it. But I'm hoping that we'll be doing much more hiking here in the next couple of years. I also enjoy that. Like walking around, checking things. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. Walking around, checking things out. These guys should not contribute to Dungeon Alert. Well, err on the side of caution. Alright, again, every once in a while I have to remind people how to solve this puzzle. This diamond is 1 because there's 1 by itself, and you want it to go towards the lever. And then number 2 is the one where there's 2 puzzles, and you want them to go to each other and to the door. And you use this to send it that direction. Wait, what did I do wrong? Did I not pull the right? Okay, I just shot the wrong lever earlier, that was all. So I pulled the green lever earlier. Yeah. Yep. Just pulled the wrong lever. So I made a mistake. Old Ironsides. Good job, bird magic. Good job, spider magic. Get out of here with your grease spell. No, you could at least let me cast this heal on you, off of you. What a jerk. Okay, nice. Oh, as a champ. That dog's nickname is HMS Britannia. Old Ironsides. Love that dog. I feel like that's part of what should happen in the pet pass. You should be able to like level your dog up physically bigger and bigger and bigger. So eventually your dog is like this massive beast. Arr! Alright, so we run for the treasure. We run to the tavern. Double the share of the crew. Of course I'll be ready to swashbuckle. Let's do it. And then because I don't feel like doing any more in this quest, sorry bud.
You survived the ghouls of Rackham's trial.
I'm a monster. I'm a horrible monster. Chrome just like exploded. And when Chrome exploded, things went weird. Is everything still working? Everything looks like it's still working. Okay, I'm not really sure why Chrome decided to just like randomly explode there, but so be it. That's a fun. Everything is nothing. That is a Magic the Gathering card. Wow, it also messed up our stance somehow. Not sure what did that. Looks like the stream's still working though, so it's fine. Alright, so I think what we'll do is we'll do this. Is there not also an Everything is Nothing? I feel like there's an Everything is Nothing as well. There's a monk ability called Everything is Nothing. What is that? I feel like it's a Magic the Gathering card. Because one with nothing is the one that discards your whole hand, but I feel like there's a kill spell called Everything is Nothing. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's a different game. It's a monk power called... Oh, is that part of this one? It's an epic moment like Well the Banshee. Okay. Alright, I gotcha. I smell what you're cooking. Let's apply some bird magic. Bird magic! We got 2 melees. So we can get a few more guys in the loop here for this bird magic. We did, but then they didn't. They didn't get. Yeah, they're blind. Whatever. Okay, that'll work. Ah. Oh. I think I got. I got it now. Fluid is rushing and exchanging. Whew. Good job, bird. That was a good pickup. No, I should name the bird a lady name, because Randy's definitely a very male name. So I need a very lady-like name. So it spiked to $55 because it was part of the ability to discard your hand and then put everything back in your hand that went to the graveyard this turn. And then you like get to draw a bunch of cards or something for every card that like did things. I forget what the name of that card is. It's a card from Amonkhet, or at least that block. That put everything back in your hand that went to the graveyard that turn. So people were like cycling and casting all the various free spells if they're discarded.
Again, the clattering of war chords. One springs at you, eager to attack.
It was partially because of the... Hang on. What's the name of that artifact that costs like... It's like a 4/4 creature. But it costs less for every card you discarded this turn or something. Is that right? Yeah. Like you would use it to discard a bunch of cards and then... Basically that thing would be free, and then you could dump phoenixes in your yard and then get them back.
Touch anything. One wrong move could kill me. Please, speak with me first.
Spoke with you one time, I didn't like it. Hollowed One, that was the card's name. It was part of the Hollow One decks for a while. That should be right. Wish Call Talisman seemed kind of sweet for Vintage / Commander. Yeah, I had a foil pre-release stamped one. I traded it off to a guy who was all excited about it, and for just that reason. Yeah, Teferi Bounce is probably the best use for it in Standard. I don't know, it seems terrible in Sealed, but I don't know. It's not a card that was on my radar, but now I have, I think, 2 of them for...
Opening the rock just large enough to wiggle
for regular if I decide I want to play him. Go check on this Earth Elemental since we're fairly close. Then I'll probably go back and shrine, or not shrine, go back level. Doesn't look like he's here. I think he's this one. He could be this one though, so let's just keep looking. Yeah, it was this one, right? Maybe not. Maybe it was that one. It could be an okay brawl card. I don't know. Those are all things that I'm real iffy on. It's probably better in a format like Modern or something, where you could like put the trigger on the stack and then do something with it, like blow it up to do 5 damage or something like that. Yeah, or vaulted key or something where you can like hold priority and do it a whole bunch. You want a brine shaman? Oh, let's just take this pirate treasure map. We still have one from the bound to account. It's not bound at all. I'll say let's move that over to the other character, but that's not a banker. Armor piercing. Alright, let's go level, and then let's record our first Brewtober little video. Yeah, there's a trainer right here. Like I said, I think we have to take our rogue level now to just play catch up on all of our important skills. It's over here, right? Yeah, it's this guy. Alright, catch up on this. Catch up on this. Alright, and then catch up on that, and then put whatever extra points we can in open lock. Probably reasonable. We have 1 action point to spend. That doesn't seem right. We have 2 action points to spend, DDO. You monster. We made our wisdom odd, so let's make our wisdom even. That's 5 points in the tree, so now we'll be able to take Protector, which is not something that we're going to use a ton of. So maybe we don't even want to give it, maybe we don't even care. I don't know, maybe we do. These two things kind of go together with lay on hands. We definitely do want the healing amp as we start fiddling around. This is going to be great. Stronger bonds. Alright, so let's find a place to go park this Dorcas. Probably wouldn't hurt to just go stand someplace. Ah, the boat's so loud. It's probably fine though. Just go stand up here. Alright. We gotta do some things. I have not set up a doodad for this yet. So a couple apologies here. I said I'm gathering up a few like resources here. I guess this will probably work. Wow, that's an expensive model. All right. Yeah, I think this will do. Alrighty. Let's just main window it, I guess. And we'll kind of fiddle here a little bit. Bear with me. We're just gonna improvise and try to make this happen here. So, greetings and salutations, everyone. My name is Samius, and I am taking part of what Nivmin is calling Brewtober. Basically, the general idea is that you're trying to come up with something a little bit new, a little bit different, basically for your Dungeons and Dragons campaign. You kind of brew up. I'm going to take it a couple steps further. I'm going to try to do one of these little cut videos every day that I do my normal DDO stream over on twitch.tv/SamusGarobo. So you're welcome to check this stuff out live and throw ideas and input my direction. One of the other things I'm going to try to do is at the end of this, the end of the month, hopefully all the bits and pieces are going to be there so someone can actually do a Dungeons and Dragons adventure. Not necessarily an entire campaign, but a little bit of adventure. So I'm going to start with a little bit of background on a lot of how I like to play Dungeons and Dragons, how I like to DM, and one of the things that has been inspiring me a lot over the last couple of years. So first of all, for those of you who don't know what this monster is currently up on the screen, it's known as the Spell Weaver. It is pretty much always my villain in the last couple of years. I'm not sure when, I'm not sure why I read about the Spell Weaver and it captured my attention. And I'm not even sure what the current rule set is for the Spell Weaver, to be fair, for 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. But when I fell in love with the Spell Weaver, the idea was it is a creature that has 6 lives. It has the ability to cast 12 levels, I believe. 12 levels? Maybe it's 6 levels. 6 levels worth of spells at the same time. So it can cast 6 magic missiles at the same time, or it can cast 2 fireballs at the same time. Basically, every hand it has the ability to cast spells. And it's obsessed with the idea of gaining more knowledge and gaining more power. So, traditionally, for me, this Spellweaver has been my overall arching villain. And a lot of what I do with this guy is I use him as a overall plot device. So like if magic items go missing in the campaign, he might be using magic to fuel his batteries for his fiendish creations, etc. So over the years he's changed a lot. If you Google Spellweaver, I think this is one of the older versions of the Spellweaver. Kind of looks like a weird alien with a bunch of extra arms. Then there's this version of it wearing an outfit, which is pretty sweet. Then there's this newest version, which looks even more awesome. So, for me, the Spellweaver is like a techno spellcaster in Eberron. So all of my adventures in the last, basically since Eberron have come out, have been set in Eberron. And since I started playing Dungeons & Dragons Online, I really love the idea of using Tanglewood Gorge in particular. There's something about that dungeon for me that I really like. And the fact that there's a nice big wilderness area right there that you can do all sorts of cool things really is like the place that I like to go. For some reason, the one-eared bugbear is just like my favorite idea of an inn. So, now that we got my main villain, he needs minions, right? And one of the things that I like to do is I become inspired, or I take inspiration from TV shows, etc. I'm sure everybody does. But for me, one of the things that I've often tapped into is Zoids. I don't know if you're familiar with the Zoids cartoon, but the general idea is they have these giant robots of various animals that they get into and they battle. This one that is kind of up on the screen here as I float around is called the Blade Liger, and it's one of my favorite ones to kind of brew up around. And it's pretty simple. Then some of these are going to be very loose guidelines, and some of the examples are going to be very, very fine guidelines. So this is how I've explained it in the past, and I'm going to do my best to re-explain it now. But the Spellweaver likes to take actual living creatures and mutate or magically adapt for the ability to take additional upgrades. Think of like half golems. Half golems are one of my favorite things in Dungeons and Dragons. It's an old 2nd edition kit that you could apply to things. Well, think of the Spellweaver as a guy who makes custom golems or custom half golems and applies that kit to creatures. So what I would do is I would mutate like a dire lion. I don't even know if dire lion is still a thing. Looks like it is. Over here. So I'd mutate a dire lion. If you look at it, this thing is a challenge rating 5. It's got 60 hit points. It's very fast. It's got not a great armor class, but it's got a huge claw attack, plus 13 melee attack for a d6 plus 7. It's pretty good for 5th edition. And then its full attack is claw, bite. So what I would just do is I would take this stat block, just as it is, and I would increase it like 2 or 3 challenge ratings. The first thing I would do is I would give it a run by attack. Okay? So that gives it the ability to like basically pass by a creature and still get at least 1 attack in. The other thing I would do is, remember how I talked about how they like merge together in these half kits? These half golem type kits. Well, what I would do is the kit would include the ability to use 2 great swords and basically have the full capability range to be able to fight with these 2 great swords, but they're not doing it in their hands. What they have is these extra little nodules that plug into different pieces of equipment and machinery, so that these dire lions could be upgraded on the fly. So the way I normally do a Blade Liger, right, would be you get a run by attack, you get 2 different great swords. If your player characters will not be challenged quite enough by a challenge rating 8 monster, then you go ahead and you add like a weapon type to it, so like electric or vorpal or whatever you need to add to kind of spice it up a little bit more. You increase the armor class a couple of points. Again, you want it to still be hittable, and you need to look at other monsters around challenge rating 8. For 5th edition, I would imagine that's probably like a 20, maybe a 20. Yeah, 20 probably is about right for 5th edition. Maybe 21 if you really want to make like a boss dire lion liger thing. And then I usually add a stealth kit, right? And basically what I do is I come up with these different kits, and then you're able to like plug them onto the animal in question. So a stealth kit would basically be the ability to cast improved invisibility like twice a day. Usually it attacks from the first time from stealth, just because that's how I've always done it that way. I guess I've always used it as a surprise attacker, usually with a run by attack, trying to take out somebody's legs to start with, and then run back off into the wilderness. And then the last important part of this is the ability to jump. I always add a big jump kit to the dire lions, which basically just give them the ability to boost a little bit further away if they end their turn in a leap, just so they can try to like get away a little bit faster, or to increase their charge into action. I never use it in the middle of a combat, so that the monsters don't run, then leap, and then charge some more. It's always at the start or the end to either engage the enemies or to escape from the enemies and try to get out of range. The other thing that kind of goes along with the Spellweaver minion type class of monsters is that I try to give them a visual clue to make sure so the players know what's going on. And what I usually do is I usually have a like a veiny web across the creature's skin that they can see, kind of like humans and various other monsters in Dungeons and Dragons in the Eberron campaign settings have dragon marks. It's kind of very similar to that, and then I usually say that it like pulses with a purple magic or something, and then there's usually like a gem somewhere, like a control gem, or some sort of way that the animal has gained the ability to know how to use these new attacks and stuff. So if they were to somehow take out that gem, then they would lose the special attacks and the ability to use their kits that allow them to attack with these new upgraded abilities. So say if you're somebody who is okay with it, you could have the gym have like a super high armor class of say like 25 in 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, or like even 30 in like the new Pathfinder setting. Something really high that a character that has engaged these animals several times in the past maybe could use to like do in the equivalent of a called shot, back in the day. Like, I see that he's got, like, I found his control gem. It's on his chest or behind his head or wherever it happens to be. And then called shot, essentially, to be able to take that out. Usually they just have, like, 10 hit points, whatever. They're just a little gem. And then when that happens, they immediately lose the abilities to access those upgrades. Right? And the nice thing about these upgrades is as you start building them, you can just add, plug and play as you need them. So what I'll try to do is on my website, samusgarobo.com, I'll try to like add a couple of these kits in mine. I'll put together a blade kit. I'll try to give like the leap kit. I'll try to give the invisibility kit. Or have the gym to have DR/magic. Stuff like that, exactly, Beef. It lets you kind of fiddle and play around a little bit. The next couple videos, I'm going to do one or two more Zoid-like upgrades. So my favorite Zoid is the Elephander. So spoiler alert, we're going to have an Elephander probably in the next video. Alright everybody, again, this is day 1 of Brewtober. So I'm looking forward to getting into this. I am cheating a little bit and talking about some of the stuff I've already used in the recent past. But I think this is a good way to get started and kind of inspire people. So if you would like to take the challenge, basically the idea is that you're going to brew up something either new or at least share some brews that you've had in the past with everybody. And I'm looking forward to seeing those. If you'd like to share those with me, please hit my Twitch page or leave a comment on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Alright, peace, much love, and don't forget how badass the Spellweaver is. Toodles. Did it stop? Alright, it stopped. Alright, so I'm going to try to do something like that every day and then make the corresponding notes when I get it published up on YouTube. So I'm going to get that little video uploaded, and then I'm not sure where Nim and I are going to post these things. Like I said, I know he's posting his somewhere, and I will I'll put it on YouTube, and then I will send it out in the various places. I'm just not all sure where I want to put it yet. But yeah, tomorrow we'll probably do the Elephander, and then we'll get into a couple of traps. I think will be next on the list. And then we'll probably start brewing up some new like mini bosses and or other stuff. In your campaign, the gym is always in the B-hole. Monster pearls are a thing, my friend. Monster pearls are a thing. Alright everybody, with that, I'm going to bounce out of here, get some bacon started, get this video uploading, and start getting those notes worked on. So, I hope you guys had a great day. Who's streaming? Who's streaming? I bet somebody is streaming. 18 viewers. Noob is streaming. Let's throw it to Noob. We haven't rated Noob in a while, and usually Noob logs off before we. That's not the button I wanted to plug in. So let's raid Noob. You guys have a wonderful. That is not who I told you to raid. So weird. All right. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll be back in a couple hours, probably working on this character some more. Although I am really considering taking and doing like a bonus stream of Factorio. I've been playing a little bit in my spare time, so I might just do a little bit of Factorio streaming for my own palate cleansing goodness. Alright everybody, you have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow later. Toodles.
With the raid. Thank you very much.